Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and welcome back. Now, before I get into today's deck profile, we got a 6 Samurai deck for you. We're updating it because the Legendary Lord in Kizan dropped in the last set. I wanted to just brag on my wonderful wife one more time. Yesterday during Celestial Cracks Packs, she pulled out a QCR Effect Veiler, which right after the video, I guess she sleeved it up, soft case, hard case, and we're deciding. It looks like it's in fairly good, like definitely a 9, might be a 9.5, might be worth grading. You guys let us know in the comments down below. We have a small list of cards that need to get graded, and just wondered, do you guys love this art as much as she does? And if I get it graded, should we use it as a backdrop in her videos as just some of the awesome stuff that she's been able to pull while doing that kind of work? Guys, let us know in the comments, okay? So again, super shout out to you, Celestial. Thank you for pulling cool stuff and doing it on this channel. Now, that said, 42 card, 6 Samurai deck, mostly a cookie cutter combo. There's a couple things you could do to lower it. There's a couple things you could do to modify it. And again, that is your job as the additional duelist watching the video. But we're going to give you the guidelines today. So let's do it. First card, we're going to have you run 3 copies of the Anarchist Monk of the 6 Samurai. Again, cool Dark Tuner. If you control a 6 Sam other than this, you can special summon it from the hand. You can only special summon it once per turn that way. Each of the following are once per turn effects. If it's sent from field to grave, add a Samurai Quick Play spell from deck to hand. Additionally, a Samurai monster synchro summoned using this card gains the effect of the levels of all monsters your opponent control are reduced by 1. Now, relatively speaking, it's a weird disruption. What he's here for is the fact that 6 Samurai Quick Play becomes tutorable, and he's also a 3-star. Now, we are going to be leaning into asceticism, so I do want you to take note of the 500 attack as well. A good one-of in this deck is going to be Elder. Elder's great. Basically, Cyber Dragon Summoning, 400 by 0, 3-star. Super searchable. Also, not that great in the way that we built this one. Could you change that? You absolutely can. Next card, single copy Grandmaster. Again, Grandmaster summons if there's a different name. You can only control 1 Grandmaster at a time. And when this card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and doesn't state that it has to go to the graveyard, add 1 6 Samurai monster from the graveyard back to the hand. Again, just good stuff. Great card. Another one a lot of players overlook anymore, the Great Shogun Shien. So if you control 2 or more 6 Samurai monsters, you need to special summon this from the hand. It's a free jump. It's 2,500 attack value. The opponent can only activate and resolve 1 spell or trap a turn. If this would be destroyed, you can destroy a 6 Samurai monster you control instead. And everybody forgets like just how good Shogun Shien is. So, very fun thing. Now, the next card is one of those cards that's up for debate. You guys tell me which one you'd like. I chose to go Legendary Secret of the 6 Samurai. So the reason here is when you normal or special summon a secret 6 Samurai monsters, you could special summon this from the hand. Now we do run 2, so this is viable. I want you to note the 500 attack, so asceticism target from Anarchist. It is a 4-star, which is useful. You can only, you can special summon this, only use that once per turn. Once per turn, you can choose to banish a level 4 lower 6 Samurai from the graveyard. Till the end of the turn, this becomes the same attribute level, attack, and defense as the banished monster. So it does have a level modulating effect. It's okay. It's not the greatest. The option to swap here was the original Spirit of the 6 Samurai, which is a union monster, so it either equips or unequips to a 6 Samurai card. If it's equipped, it gives the monster 500 additional attack. I'm not sure about defense. And if it does clap a monster in battle, you will get to draw 1 card. If the monster that it's equipped to would be destroyed, you destroy this instead first. It is a 3-star Earth Attribute Warrior. which also is 500 attack. So again, it works to that. It's also another way to go into Beast, because we do have that ability. Next up, you're going to be playing 3 copies Kizan. Kizan is just a general field jumper. 18 4-star. If you control a face-up 6 samurai with a different name than this, special summon it while you have at least 2 or more other face-up samurai monsters. This gains 300 attack and defense, at which point this can go asceticism for the Grandmaster. Just keeping your routes available to you. Next, 2 copies Mizuho, because we want to play red and blue. So 2 copies Mizuho, 2 copies Shinai. Red-blue combo can get to infinite. You can do it. It is possible. It's not always plausible. Just keep this in mind, okay? So Mizuho will have you tributing another 6 samurai monster to target a card on the field and destroy it. And Shinai will say that when this card is tributed and is sent from the field to the graveyard, you target a 6 samurai in the graveyard and add that back to your hand. So again, we can pop, destroy. It lets us hit front row, back row. She is 16, he is 15. I don't think the 15 is viable for any of our targetings today. The 16 is, however, so keep that in mind. Red-blue, very strong play. So many people have done videos on it. I don't feel the need to explain it right now. Of the Secret 6, we're going to use a copy of Fuma. Fuma is a 1-star tuner, which is going to be fantastic for some of our plays. Additionally, I want you to take note of the 200 attack value. This is important. We'll come back to this later. This one is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special... Or sorry. No, I was right. If this is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 6 samurai from the deck with a different name. If exactly 1 6 samurai monster you control and no other cards will be destroyed by card effect, you may banish this from the graveyard instead. So it's super searchable. Definitely has effects. Definitely gets out to other friends. It's a good card. Additionally, we're going to play 1 copy Hatsume. And I feel the need real quick. This is a different type of red-blue, because 16 allows us to go from her to Mizuho or vice versa. This one states you can banish 2 6 samurai from the graveyard and or face up on the field. Target a 6 samurai in the graveyard with a different name than this. Special summon that card. You can only use this effect once per turn. If exactly 1 6 samurai you control and no other cards on the field will be destroyed by a card or effect, you may choose to banish this from the graveyard instead. So again, they are going to act as graveyard protections for cards that you're going to have on the field, because that's how the Secret 6 roll. And the last monster we're going to be running in the deck, and not just like last samurai, last monster. 3 copies, Tactical Trainer of the 6 Samurai. Again, this grandpa has a bit of text. I want you to take a quick note. 200, he pairs off with Fuma for asceticism plays. Again, if you control a monster with a different name that is a 6 samurai, you may special summon this from the hand once per turn that way. Each of the following once per turn. If sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 6 strike from the deck or graveyard to the hand. And additionally, a 6 samurai that is synchro summoned using this gains the following effect. Monsters your opponent controls lose 500. So whereas the Anarchist kind of ruins synchro plays for the opponents and some Xyz plays, the Tactical Trainer is actually going to hand out a debuff, which is fantastic. You also want to take a note that this is 2 stars of Earth, which 3 stars of Earth from Elder and or Spirit, if you'd chosen to go the Spirit route, will get you into a 5-star Beast. Again, just trying to point it out. There's a couple little routes. You could choose your own. It is what it is. Speaking of asceticism of the 6 samurai, we're going to get it. This is searchable because this is 6 samurai quick play spell. Just note it. 1 called by the grave to get into our combo. 1 copy gateway because it is a great combo piece for us. 1 copy reinforcement of the army because it is the stronger tutor. Again, this has got, it's 19 monsters in this deck. And 1, 2, 5, 6 of them. No, sorry. Let me try that again. 2 of them are not searchable through this. So 17 of them are searchable this way. When we go to Smoke Signal, it's 14 cards are searchable. Next up, we're going to be doing Dojo. Dojo is going to hold counters for us with the Bushido stuff. This helps you go infinite. This also helps extend on summons. It is what it is. Smoke Signal, like I said, has 14 targets in this deck, so use it and use it well. 3 copies of Sam Unite. Now that we have all the things that hold stuff, I'll explain them. This can hold up to 2 Bushido counters. You get a counter every instance of a samurai monster or monsters being played, whether normal or special. It can hold max 2. When you send it, you're going to draw cards equal to the amount of counters it had. Dojo does not have an upper limit. And when you send it, you can special summon a Shien or a 6 Samurai monster. This actually allows us to search out the Great Shogun if you can get it to 7 or more. And Gateway has 3 effects. Gains 2 counters every time a Samurai is summoned or special summoned. And then per the different counters, you can do different things. I'm not going to go over Gateway. That's pretty standard fare at this point. We are going to be playing 4 6-strike spells. We're going to be playing 2 copies of the Double Assault. 2 things. I'm not sure if this counts as a 6 Samurai spell because it's 6 strike, but it is searchable through the Tactician. Apply 1 effect or both if you have 2 or more Samurai. First effect, special summon a 6 Sam with 2k or less attack from hand or grave. So again, it's nice recursion or extra boarding. Or change a monster your opponent controls with 2k or less attack to face down defense. Tactical Book of Moon. During the main phase, you can choose to banish this from the graveyard. Target 1 6 Samurai monster in the graveyard. Add that back to your hand using each effect once per turn and only once that turn. You use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. Very much like the Shaddolls with how it's just restrictive. But it's okay because if you do have to use both effects, you would like to do them both in the same turn, but it's quick play. We can do the first part during our opponent's turn and the recursion during our own. It's fine. And then we're going to use 2 copies of Triple Impact. So if you control 3 or more face-up 6 Sam, you can choose to activate one of the following. Destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls, all face-up spell traps they control, or all face-down spell traps they control. So again, this is kind of good. Since these are searchable, these are quick 1-outs each to take this deck down to 40 cards. Again, totally your decision, guys. Next up, I'm going to be rocking Triple Infinite Impermanence in the traps because good stuff is good. I don't need to justify that. And then the cards I actually added were 2 copies of Musakani Magatama. Number 1, because I was like, some other deck had Magatamas, and I was like, oh, I remember Magatamas. 6 Samurai had one. But more importantly, this counter trap says, activate if you control a face-up 6 Samurai. When your opponent activates a spell, trap, or effect monster's effect that would destroy a card or cards, negate and destroy. Again, people are starting to use things like Lightning Storm a little more easily because it's more budget. I've noticed a little more on Geki and Feather Duster coming out and about. Destroy is sort of coming back as a keyword. So again, you could totally toss these if you wanted to. You could swap them out. You could get like Smash Blossoms in here if you wanted to. Guys, this is a budget variant guideline. Use it how you will. Real quick, though, go ahead, screen cap or pause and make your notes. And I'll be back with the extra deck in just a moment. All right. So 15 card extra deck. And I wanted to sort of rainbow out. I wanted all of the Samurai as much as I could. So I am going to play 1 fusion monster. We are going to have 1 copy of Raihan. It's 3 Sam with different attributes. Again, they are pretty rainbowed out in the main. Must be special summoned by sending the above you control to the graveyard. So it's sort of a contact fusion. Cannot be used as fusion material. That's fine. Once per turn, banish 1 Samurai from the hand or face up on your side of the field. Target a card on the field and banish it. If a 6 Samurai monsters you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this from the graveyard instead. So it's another level of protection. If we did have our Secret 6, we would have multiple levels of protection because we would have already offed those characters to where they might be doing more benefits to and for us. And again, Raihan's not exactly weak at 24 by 24. And again, it's just kind of a cool card. Going into the fusion, 7 is very easy to make. We're going to go with the Dawn Dragster. Again, this is going to help us play through opponent's spell traps. We're going to take 1 Legendary Lord of each. So 1 Inishi. Again, you should remember this from the last video. 1 keys on, and I'm going to go over this. It's tuner plus non-tuner. 6 stars, 6 samurai. You control, gain 600 attack defense during the battle phase only. Again, with tactician, this is like 1,100 points of separation between the downgrade of the opponents and the buffer that we're going to get as well. Use each of the following effects once per turn. During the opponent's main phase, quick effect banish is 6 strike in our graveyard, which is why we're using so many. Target a card on the field and destroy it. Additionally, if you control 2 or more 6 samurai monsters, you can special summon this from the graveyard. So again, he's just undying, and he's going to help us with link builds and stuff. Very cool card to keep on board. You guys know that we had to do it with the Lord 6 Shien. Again, this helps you get through hand traps, stuff like that. The original L6 Shien, because again, just being able to auto say yes or no is easy. Plus, it is a 5-star, very easy to make. And Naturia Beast to round out our Synchro lineup. Again, Earth Tuner, Earth Non-Tuners, I showed you. You could be a little more aggressive with Spirit of the Six. Again, you guys want a quick way to build your side deck. You know, play Kagemushas, play the Third Asceticism, play more Elders, play the original Spirit of the Six Samurai. Do whatever you want there. Put all your hand traps, your big tech annihilators in the side deck. It is fine. But Naturia Beast is going to stop spells at the cost of the top 2 cards of your deck as many times as you want. So feel free to do it. Going to the Xyz lineup, we're going to play a single copy Divine Arsenal AA Zeus. Again, you guys know the reasons. Single copy Shadow of the 6 Samurai Shien. Again, this is fun. It is another Shien version. 2 4s. They must be samurais. Again, we built it to where we have 4 4s in the deck. This is good. Once per either player's turn, detach Xyz material from this to target a face-up samurai that you control with less than 2k attack. The original becomes 2k. Let me show you some things. So, since it is a quick effect, once per turn, either player's turn, that is a quick effect. That means that we can do this during the damage step because it is a modifier. So if they go for the little 500 dude, that's not going to work out for them. The 400 dude's not going to work out for them. This 500 dude will not work out for him. This guy starts at less than, because it does say original. Doesn't matter if he's at 21. He can jump to 23. That might not work out for them. Mizuho will jump up. That might not work out for them. Shinai will jump up. Might not work for them. Fuma is a funny, might not work out for them. Same for Hatsume. Same for the trainer. It's just really funny because these cards that aren't super powerful to start can be very powerful. And I also don't want you to think that it's only a main deck trick. I've got something else to show you. We'll get to it here in a moment. The last Xyz we're going to run is that Star Slayer Typhon Star Crisis, or Sky Crisis. Again, if you don't know, he's got a paragraph. This dude's doing things and going places, okay? Let's move it to the links. And again, the link is where I'm talking about that shadow. Let's talk Battle Shogun, right? So, 2 warriors, at least one needs to be a samurai. If it's link summoned, you can discard a card, add from your deck 1 card that has the effect that places Bushido counters. Gateway is searchable. We know this. This card's been out for a minute. You can use this effect only once per turn. However, each time a 6 samurai monsters is normal or special summoned to a zone this points to, place another Bushido counter on this. This card gains 100 per every Bushido counter on your side of the field. So the dojo, the gateway, himself, all the summoning madness that we've placed in this build, he gets all that power up. Gets 100 per. But as a jump, the shadow can make him 2k to start. So again, it helps you with the bottom line. It's awesome. The rest of the extra deck, IP Masquerena at 1 because it's good. Unicorn because I like it. SP Little Knight because it's super awesome. And Saryuja because the ability to play cards with different names is something this deck does excel at. And, I mean, if you wanted me to list my favorite effect here, it's going to be the 4. When Link summoned, to draw 4, place 3 from the hand to the bottom of the deck in any order. We have plenty of searchers. We can shuffle that stuff up again anytime we want. But really, what we're doing is once per turn, an extra special summon, an extra power bonus for everything that this is pointing to. And additionally, the draw 4 is crazy. It's a crazy way to say that we're going to get into all of our stuff. So it's a fun deck. It's definitely a casual build. It's definitely very cookie cutter with the 42 card main. I just want you guys to enjoy it. I hope that you guys do. That said, support the channel. If you like what we're doing, like, comment, sub. If you want to help me out a little bit more, I have the second channel, Duelist, Casual Duelist Gaming CDG. Go ahead. I'll leave the link in the description. Go over there. Maybe you like some D&D stuff. Maybe you like some of the commanders from Magic. Whatever. I'm going to be doing it. It's going to be a lot of hodgepodge. A lot of the stuff is actually going to be re-uploads, at least for like the first month or so, as I get all of the casual DM stuff back onto the interwebs. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that channel as much as you enjoy this one. So, for now, my friends, go out there, have a lovely day. We're going to be playing a video game here with the Sacred Cards. I think we're on our 5th installment, and I should be on my way to the aquarium finally to go face off against Mako Tsunami. And I'll probably have to beat down everybody in the area because that's just seemingly what's going to be happening. So we'll continue that until we can get to the World Tournament Series of the game. So till next time, my friends, you have an excellent day. I'm going to go out of here. I'm going to get some more content for you. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.